Okay. Okay, we have sound. Oh my gosh, what is happening? It's not even Mercury retrograde yet. I mean, it's crazy. I think I have Facebook fixed. So I should be, in theory, I should be streaming to Facebook. And we will see shortly. It does look like I'm live. Yay. Okay. I'm set. So I can actually see your comments from Facebook. This is just, it's a mess here at Metaphysical Round Table. It's a mess. It's really because I've just been so tired lately. I had to come off of all of my supplements because I was having blood work done and, just for like physical, trying to figure out like, hey, how do we need to tackle this menopause stuff, right? I know. So I had to come off of all of my supplements and I'm tired. I'm so tired. And I am really spending a lot of time like trying to redo like stuff in my house. So the funny thing happened this weekend. You gotta love a weekend that ends with a Monday having a full moon in Aries. I mean, oh my gosh. So, we were like cleaning the house, just doing like a deep clean of the house, like just like I was seriously pulling furniture out of my house and sitting it in the driveway. I'm like cleaning out closets, like cleaning out drawers. I am going to town, man. I'm even renting a truck so that I can haul stuff away. That's how serious I am, right? So I have all this stuff out in, like all this furniture, all this stuff out in my driveway, out in my yard with this like awning tent thing over it. And, and one of my son's friends is coming to stay with us when his mom has his new little sister that's coming in. So I'm like, okay, this is cool. I've got like a few more weeks. I'm going to get all of this taken care of before it's time for this kid to come and stay with us. And she calls me this weekend and I'm literally surrounded by just like crazy amounts of stuff. Just like the house has exploded, right? And she calls me and she's like, I think I'm in labor. I'm not really sure though. I'm a little bit early, like, 3 weeks or so. And I'm like, what? And I was like, okay, we will be ready. Just let me know. What do I need to do? If you end up going to the hospital, like, let's just battle stations, right? I hang up the phone and I'm just like, everybody just stop. We're going at this full tilt now. Like, we're like seriously jamming on this. Everybody just like, here's what you need to do. You work your area out. Don't ask me any questions. Throw away anything that's questionable. We're cleaning. She didn't have the baby. So I still have like all this like stuff just half out of my house. It's weird. I'm laughing because there's nothing else to do. I'm tired, y'all. I'm really tired. And then I come down to my office and can't get like, still struggling with these updates that happened on like my streaming software. I mean, it's been an interesting time, but Mercury is not retrograde until November 9th. I got like a month. What is happening? So, I say that, although I'm really excited about the stone for November. I mean, I think it's kind of cool, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, you know, it's a mostly Scorpio month, so I was taking that into consideration, you know. Well, hello, Tiffany and Jennifer. Hello. And Veronica on Facebook. Okay, so see, I can see like different things on Facebook when I'm looking at it from my phone because I don't get to see it. Like, I can see sometimes people that are watching when I'm looking at it on my phone. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. So anyway, all right, let's talk about some of the stuff that's happening right now. Okay, just the full moon in Aries yesterday. Also, Mercury moved into Scorpio. So this full moon in Aries, and I have said this before on here, and you want to know how I know that I've said this before, is because these are notes. I like to review my notes from time to time. These are my notes from last year with the full moon in Aries. The full moon in Aries happening, like, you know, it's the opposite of Libra. Aries is the opposite of Libra. So Libra is all about relationships, right? Not just romantic relationships, but all about relationships as a whole. So Aries is a sign of you as an individual instead of you as a couple, because Aries is the first, right? Aries is the leader. And how many people, you know some Aries people out there, right? I mean, we all know those Aries people. I will tell you, the people that really scare me, the people that really terrify me are those Aries moon people. Boy, those Aries moon people, I'm just like, okay, kid gloves on, being delicate, yes. So Aries is really the sign of like knowing yourself. It's really a sign of the self. So I said, like last year, to me, the Aries moon is like eating too many chocolate covered espresso beans. Have you ever done that? The chocolate covered espresso beans are quite good, all right? The problem is when you forget that you're eating espresso beans and you start just eating and eating, and then all of a sudden you think you're having a heart attack. It's real. And I do like some chocolate covered espresso beans, but I have to watch myself because otherwise I'm just like ping, 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 ping. It's ugly. I mean, I'm not, but my behavior with that is just too ugly. So you have to pace yourself in this energy. Okay, this is an energy where we don't want to hold ourselves back. Now, I'm saying that because there's a lot of stuff happening right now that could be sort of a holding ourselves back kind of thing. All right, so Venus, like we're coming up on the time that later this weekend, Venus is going to be in opposition of Saturn. And then Venus, once Venus goes into Libra, Venus is also going to be in opposition of Neptune. Now, both Saturn and Neptune are in Aries again. You know, I mean, they're not right on top of each other, but they're really, really close together. But Venus is going to be opposing Neptune on the 13th. Venus is going to be opposing Saturn on the 11th. This is a big deal. It really is a big deal because both Saturn and Neptune are retrograde right now. It's affecting our relationships. It's affecting our money because this, you know, Venus is our something shiny. You know, it's our really, it is our the things that we hold dear in the physical. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because you know Taurus is like their money. And I'm not judging. I like my money too. But yeah. I mean, you've met Tauruses that are like that, haven't you? You've never had chocolate covered espresso beans, Tiffany? We need to get into that. It's dangerous. Just a couple, that's all you need. No more. The good thing is that Pluto goes direct. Yay, on the 13th. But this is a very odd time because we've already sort of had, hey Kelsey, we've already sort of had this energy because we had it like a couple of months ago, where we had Neptune and Saturn, when they moved into Pisces, they weren't opposing Venus. I think they were trying Venus. Let's look at the notes, shall we? But it was a big deal and unpleasant. Okay. No, I'm so sorry. It was Mars. I knew it was one of those fellas, you know. It was Mars. And yes, that was unpleasant. But Venus was square Neptune and Saturn, and that caused a lot of relationship pressure. It was really unpleasant, I mean, to say the least. So having Venus in opposition of Saturn and Neptune, again, it's going to be, I don't want to say relationship pressure, but I'm just seeing a lot of pressure on like some of our relationships. Again, it doesn't just have to be romantic relationships, but there's a lot of pressure there for us to like do something to make things happen. And it could also be with our money. Now, I say all of that to say, pace yourself. Do not go into because when we have this Aries full moon, you know, the day after the full moon is when we should start releasing. We should start releasing and cleaning out the energetic clutter, the physical clutter. Like, I'm doing a good job right now, like timing this right. You know, we're supposed to do all of that like during, you know, the day after the full moon is when we release, and then we manifest starting the day after the new moon. It's, you know, we should always move by the cycles of the moon, but pace yourself, because this Aries energy is just like wanting to just get on it. Aries is that energy that just wants to run to the finish line. Again, I ask you, look at the Aries around you. They're ready to go. They are gung-ho for it, right? Yeah. I mean, that's some interesting stuff. And don't get me wrong. I mean, the other fire signs, Leo, Sag, I mean, there's some really, you know, they make things happen too. But Aries, oh my gosh, there's no stopping that. When you have somebody that has Leo in their sign, like Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, that's an interesting, you know, it's interesting. It is, because it's all about the, hey Courtney, it's all about like, you know, see me, hear me, understand me, because Leo is that me energy, but it's not me in the way that Aries is. Aries is that like, I'm first, I'm the trailblazer, I'm here, I will take care of it. They're very much that leadership role. It's that one energy, like one in numerology, a bit. But this is something that Aries full moon is saying, stop holding yourself back. Go for it. Go, go, go. Eat all of these chocolate covered espresso beans, except for Kelsey, because, you know, she'll get sick. Because she's making that face on YouTube, the vomit face. That's funny. Sorry. But this is where we're at. So that's something that I'm encouraging you to do. The other thing that I am encouraging everyone to do, and it's because I don't usually take a lot of calls on Tuesdays, because Well, because I'm working, I'm working towards my show, and I like to have time to prepare for my show, and I'm usually doing a lot of recordings on Tuesdays, so I don't usually take a lot of, I don't generally take a lot of calls on Tuesdays. Today, of course, has been different. Today, I have been taking calls almost all day. It started with like an emergency call this morning at like, I don't know, it was like 10 after 8. Again, my calls don't normally start until 10 a.m. But I saw the number come up. I happened to have my work phone on me, which is a little unusual. And I was just like, okay, yeah, I'll take this call. So what's come up for me today is something strange. It's this book called Who Moved My Cheese? I have talked to 2 different people about this book today, and I'm like, this seems appropriate. There's definitely some stuff going on that I think we all need to maybe revisit. Having Saturn and Neptune back in Pisces, I mean, Neptune is happy in Pisces, okay? Don't get me wrong. Saturn, not so much. Really, Saturn's not at its jolliest in Pisces. Look, Saturn rules Capricorn. That's very, very different energies, okay? I think that its most unhappy place is probably Cancer, Saturn, but Saturn is not happy in Pisces. My husband is a Leo sun. My oldest daughter is an Aries sun. One of my brothers is a Sagittarius sun sign. Girl, oh, Jennifer, what are you? I mean, you got to be some kind of peacemaker there. I mean, holy crap. And does your husband and your oldest daughter get along? I'm just curious. Because my cousin she's a Leo and she's married to an Aries. The funny thing about them is that they both have the same number in numerology. It's fascinating. It is fascinating to me. And on Facebook, one of my friends is on Facebook right now, and she's a Leo, her husband's a Leo. Yeah, and they have a Libra sun. Boy, that's going to be fun. You think you have that book? Okay, that's great. Kelsey, listen, I think that we all need to revisit this book. Okay, it was first published in like 1998, 1999, I don't know. But you can get it really cheaply on Amazon, or you can get the audio version on Amazon. I love it. Girl, no, Kelsey, you don't have Leo. You are the most Pisces that ever was. I think we've talked about that, right? And by the way, how's the car thing coming? I just read your message on Messenger. I'm averaging right now, about a week to return phone calls. And apparently I'm averaging even longer to return emails, and like, yeah, it's crazy. That Libra about made me lose. That's funny. My husband is a Libra moon. My Aries daughter is married to a Libra. Very interesting. It is a good book. And so I listened to it. I've read it like a lot, okay? And it is what made me, it's one of the many things that made me move from Georgia to Colorado. It's not the only thing, but it was a contributing factor, okay? However, when I listened to it, because I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to listen to it today, because I was trying to clean out another room in this house. How many toys do 2 kids need? I don't really want to answer that, but I was cleaning out toys today. So I was cleaning out toys. I was also cleaning the bathroom, and I listened to this book again, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much. There's so many little things like to take away from this. There's so many little things to understand. And just hey Mel, like just there's so many things in that book that's appropriate. And I feel like all of us at one time or another are the characters in that book. Hang on, I'm gonna remember their names. Again, this menopause stuff, we can't even talk about it. It's him and Haw, and it's the sniffer. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me? Really, is the one that scuttles around. It's the two rats, and one is like a runner that that scuttles around, and the other one is like the one that sniffs everything out. And then there's him and Haw, and the him and Haw are the people, and the other two are mice, rats, whatever. I think that at some time in our lives, and maybe even throughout the day, we're all four of those characters. I mean, we're all wanting to be the one that stays anchored where we are, that gets really comfortable, and is just like, no, I don't want to change. I don't want to change. Then we have the opposite end, sniff and scurry. Thank you. I was like, I knew. And you know, it's not even been that many hours since I listened to this book. Bumped, bruised, and trying to heal now. Herniated disc. Oh my gosh, Kelsey, I'm so sorry. Okay, so still got your name on my healing prayer list. We'll be doing that. Yeah. Sniff and scurry and hem and haw. So sniff and scurry they're not anchored at all. They're following their instincts. Let's call it intuition for this show, okay? We're going to call it intuition. So they just sort of they come into the cheese center, and they start going, okay, something's different. It's not the same, but they still got the cheese at cheese center C, right? And they're just like, okay, all right. And one day they show up and there's no cheese, and they're like, all right, well, we'll go look somewhere else. No problem. And they had been noticing the change, so they weren't freaked out by it. And they just put their tennis shoes back on, and they just kept going and looking in a different direction. And then it took him and Haw a long time. Him stayed there, but Haw left and went on an adventure, right? Got so unhappy that he just had to laugh and just say, you know what? This isn't working for me. I got to go do something. And so he left and went on an adventure. And what he discovered was that it was his fear that was limiting him. It was his fear that was causing him, that was creating the limitations for him. It was all of that. I say this because one of the life path numbers, when we look at that, it's life path 5. I used to be smart. I'm sorry. I don't know what menopause is doing to my brain. But when life path 5 comes up, life path 5 has the shadow side that has imagined limitations. It brings in limitations because 5 energy is just that. It's energy. That 5 vibration is just nothing but energy. It's an Aries full moon, sort of. I mean, I know I said it was the Aries itself is like a 1 vibration in numerology, and it is. But this Aries full moon is intense, right? Aries full moon, Scorpio new moon, those are some intense energies. They really are. I mean, honestly, any Scorpio moon, I don't know what it is about the Scorpio moon. It's intense energy. It is. And I say that because one of my kids has a Scorpio moon. And I'm like, oh, that's fun. I mean, it is. It's a lot of intense energy. But that Aries full moon is a lot of energy that we feel so energized. All that, like espresso, chocolate covered espresso beans, right? And we start imagining limitations because we're just like, we're going to run out of energy. We're not going to be able to go the distance. No. Instead of imagining limitations for ourselves, instead of putting fear on there, why don't we harness that energy? Why don't we harness that energy and pace ourselves so that we can go the distance instead of just running rampant? Instead of just like going full tilt and then just being like, oh my gosh, I can't go. I can't go any further. I'm telling you all this is because I have experienced this myself. I have gotten into that like full on energetic mode where I'm just like, I feel unstoppable and I'm just like going. And then I hit a wall. And let me tell you, when I hit that wall, I hit it hard. And I'm just like, oh, okay, can't go, can't figure anything out. And I'm almost to it right now, like, cleaning out all the stuff, like redoing everything. I don't know why I feel like I have to redo like all the time. I will say I really do like this configuration with my office, but I digress. Anyway, I sit and I watch myself and I'm like, okay, girl, you got to bring it back a little bit. You have to stop and pace yourself. And this energy, this Aries full moon that we just had yesterday, last night as a matter of fact, is about pacing yourself. It is definitely about pacing yourself. Definitely. Okay, yes, I said that. Okay, just making sure that I'm not missing any comments. I think that, again, if you can take a look, if you have a chance to take a look at the book, Who Moved My Cheese, or if you have an opportunity to really listen to the audiobook, you will not regret it. You won't. It's so incredible. It's a short one. It's not a long one at all. I want to think it's like a couple of hours on an audiobook. Hold please, and I will tell you. It is a total of 1 hour and 40 minutes if you listen to the audio book. It's a quick one. All right, this is not going to be the Stephen King book that keeps you going like, for days or weeks or whatever. It's certainly not a Jane Austen novel. This is 1 hour and 40 minutes on an audiobook. So this could be an afternoon read. Okay? Not like, it's not a requirement, but I'm telling you, years and years ago, over 20 years ago, this book was one of the contributing factors that helped me step outside of my comfort zone, and I moved to Colorado. It's not the only thing, but it is one of the contributing factors. I, from time to time, have forgotten about the book. And then every now and then, Spirit reminds me about it. And like today, I don't normally take that many phone calls on a Tuesday, but today I seem to take a lot of phone calls, and I was like, oh my gosh, this book kept coming up in like some of the readings that I was doing. I think that it's very appropriate for this Aries full moon. this Aries full moon energy, because it is helping us to kind of grow. It's helping us to evolve. It's helping us to just like be aware, knowing ourselves, which is what that Aries full moon is about. The other things about the Aries full moon, what do I want to say about this? Well, I do have a lot to say, honestly, about the new moon in Scorpio coming up. And, oh, wait. The next new moon is actually in Libra. The new moon in Scorpio that's coming in November, I'm going to have a lot to say about it. Yeah. Purification. Like, I'm ready to go with that. So, I think that, I mean, I know this sounds like trite, but I think this is a wonderful time for all of us to just, like, set ourselves free of some of the things that have been holding us back. This Aries new moon is all about stop holding yourself back. Stop being a hem. Be a haw. Laugh at yourself. Try and figure it out and just be like, you know what? It is easier being out in the maze, trying to figure things out, trying to just make some changes. Being out in the maze is better than it is being stuck at Cheese Station C. I'm really giving away a lot of the book. I mean, I don't know how many of you have read it. Obviously, Tiffany's read it. I mean, you know, we're talking about that. My daughter, who is an Aries sun, also Scorpio moon. Oh my gosh. Very strong and emotional sometimes. Girl, yes. That Scorpio moon is incredibly emotional. And the thing is, though, they keep it really, like, they'll keep it hidden for a bit. Like, you won't know right off the bat that you've hurt their feelings. And then all of a sudden, I turn around and I look at my son with that Scorpio moon, and I'm like, what's wrong with you? And he's like, you know, the face, he's got the face like, you said this. And I'm like, when did I say that? And he's like, 3 hours ago. And you said it. And I'm like, oh shit. I mean, and I'm just like, oh, that's scary stuff. I don't know if our Scorpio moon friend is still in the chat on Facebook, but oh my gosh, yes. Emotional, and that Scorpio emotion is some deep waters. Deep waters. Yeah. So, and my Scorpio moon sun right now is pretty upset with me and doing homework instead of helping to, instead of this afternoon, he was supposed to help me build these Nerf gun war barricades. I think I'm insane for doing some of this stuff. He was supposed to help me do that, but he didn't do his homework yesterday. So he had double the homework today, and he was unhappy because we were requiring him to do his homework. Yeah. Shove it down, don't let it go. Yeah, that's appropriate, Kelsey. That's the Scorpio moon. Yeah. And Jennifer, Kelsey is a water sign. And when I say she's a water sign, I want to reiterate what I said earlier. She's the most Pisces that has ever lived. I mean, super Pisces. It's fun. Okay, so I've never read it before, but it sounds very interesting. Oh my gosh. Wait, Mel, are you the one that won? Did you get my email today? Are you that Mel? But you really should. I think everyone should read Who Moved My Cheese at least once in their life. If it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. But I think that it's pretty applicable. I really do. I think it's applicable to everyone. I'm going to see if I can find it on Spotify. Can you listen to books on Spotify, Courtney? Is it not like connecting still really good on Facebook? I don't know, Courtney. I just see sometimes like people are leaving Facebook. I'm trying to get everybody over to YouTube, really, so that I can not do Facebook, but it's okay. I mean, I'll go where I'm wanted. Yes! Yay, Mel! Okay, so you got my email? Oh my gosh, so this is so funny, you guys. Mel, won the giveaway last week. And she sent me an email, and she had accidentally hit a key, and it just did a whole bunch of ones in the email. And the whole week, I was like, I kept going, wrestling with some stuff that I was like, I just don't know if this is the time for me to start something new, if this is the time for me to do it. Like, what am I thinking? Like, I got to take something off of my plate in order to start this new thing. And like, I've just been wrestling with it. And then I finally get to my emails, and I check my email, and Mel's email has all these ones. And I was like, so I need to go ahead and start this project. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's very interesting. I'm so excited, Mel. Yes, so I do have your package. I buy all of my stuff through something called Pirate Ship. So it'll go out tomorrow. My youngest daughter is a Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Pisces rising. Oh, Kelsey. Jennifer's daughter may be some competition. Now, let me tell you, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Pisces rising, I love some Cancer people. They are they're just so sweet, so nurturing. You just love them. You're like, oh my gosh, love that energy, right? They just want to cuddle and take care of you. But it's like, if somebody screws around, like with somebody that a Cancer person loves, you should watch out. Yeah, those Cancer people, it's like all of a sudden they become like somebody that you would see on Kill Bill. They have like a sword or a knife, and you're just like, what happened? Yeah, they'll go after you. It's kind of fun. You get 15 hours free listening a month. Oh, really? That is interesting. Kelsey, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Aquarius rising. It's the weirdest thing. I could not figure out why it kept typing the number 1. No, nothing is a coincidence. Okay, I'm always looking for like symbols, signs. Yeah. She is very nurturing and protective. Oh my gosh, yes. And when Cancers get their feelings hurt, if it's not recognized, they won't do like the Pisces and just like let it all out. They won't do like the Scorpios and just, just tuck it down deep and then let it out at another time. Cancer will like retreat into a shell, and that's bad. That's bad. Because if you try to get them out of the shell, you get pinched. I mean, that little crab will just, yeah, it's real fun. Real fun. My best friend of like 40 something years, we've been friends since we were kids. Really eggs, because we're not old enough to be friends for 40 years. I mean, that's crazy. But we've been friends for a long time. And she's a Cancer, and Yeah. She seems like, just like, oh yeah, whatever you want to do, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Do not push her too far. That's a bite that stings. That is a bite that stings. Oh my gosh. Jupiter is in Aquarius too. Girl. I mean, it's basically air and water, because the air that you have is in Aquarius, right? It's a good chart, Kelsey. It's a good chart. Yes. I want to also say, now is a good time, like, to get grounded. I mean, we got a lot of stuff going on in the world. We got a lot of stuff just going on, period. And I mean, individually, as a society, as a country, as just people on the same planet, there's a lot of stuff going on. Get grounded. Go outside. Stand in some grass. Touch a tree. Really, get grounded. Okay? And I love how John Holland used to say that after he did so many readings, he would sort of he called himself, he says people that like get too much in their heads, he called them cloud people. And I think that he was just like, sometimes he would just do something that would immediately ground him, like clean a bathroom. He was like, because you get real grounded real quick when you clean a toilet. That's true. Oh my gosh, especially if you're cleaning up a toilet after 3 Marquez men. I mean, Dr. Seuss is a pretty tidy guy, but thing 1 and thing 2, I mean, they have not figured out how to, like, I don't know. I mean, it's just, it's too much. It's too much is what I'm saying. So I really like where we are. I really think that getting grounded, following your intuition, read Who Moved My Cheese, get outside of your comfort zone, but pace yourself. After a full moon, it's all about release until we hit that new moon energy, and then day after the new moon, start manifesting. Like, go to it, right? Just kick it off right. And that is, thank goodness, it's going to be before Mercury retrograde, because we've got the new moon in Libra on the 21st. What are you doing? We've got the new moon in Libra on the 21st, and we have, what's all over you? Sorry, cats, man. It's, yeah. New moon in Libra on the 21st. Then we have the full moon in Taurus on November 5th. We have Mercury retrograde on the 9th of November. Yeah, so much fun. And we have the new moon in Scorpio on the 20th. But by then, Mercury goes direct on the 29th. So, yeah. It's just too much. It's too much. Why do I feel like it's already Mercury retrograde energy? And I know it's not, but it feels like it. I can't blame everything on menopause. I really can't. I would like to. I really would. It's unpleasant, but yeah. Kelsey, I'm an Aquarius rising. I'm a Taurus sun and a Capricorn moon. Wow. So Jennifer, you're the grounding energy in your house. You are the grounding energy in your house. You're probably if everybody else is like emotional or angry or whatever, you're the one that's coming in and going, time out. Okay, everybody stop. Let's breathe for a second. Now, one at a time. You go first. Okay, that's your side. Now you go. Yeah. That's fun. That's a Capricorn moon right there. Yeah, I have a Gemini moon. I have a Capricorn ascendant. So I can look like I'm real rational. But I have a Gemini moon. So all bets are off. It's so much fun. Yeah, so much fun. All right. Well, you guys, I think we're about ready to wrap it up. I want to see what's going on with Mercury. I don't know what she's rolled in. She's not been outside. Something is all over her, though, which is kind of concerning. And she's eating out of Mouse's bowls. So, you know, she's walking on the wild side right now. Which, by the way, where is your brother? Where's Mouse? So does anyone want to adopt a cat? I know at least one person in the chat on Facebook that she fosters cats. She's not in a place to adopt a cat. But yeah, I got some cats to adopt. I think Ethan may be the grounding energy since he's a Libra, Virgo, Taurus. It doesn't feel like it. Yeah, that's a fun little energy you got there. I know. And he's just going to get bigger. Oh, that's just going to be so much fun. But that Libra energy is always going to just be like, you know, I'm not sure. Let me check with my mom. Yeah. My middle daughter is a Gemini sun. 2 of my 3 grandkids are Gemini sun as well. My 3rd grandkid is a Libra sun. Oh my gosh. So all of your grandchildren are air signs. Wow. And those Geminis, they're a lot of fun because you just don't know. You don't know whether you're getting like the Jekyll or Hyde energy. You know, you're just like unsure. One of my dads is a Gemini sun, and like I just approach him like with caution all the time. I'm like, hey daddy, you know, like how are you doing today? Can I get a hint as to what side we're on? The Jekyll or the Hyde? Are we somewhere in between? Like you seriously just never know. And I'm just like, okay. I'm with you, dude. I'm with you. Just like give me a hint and I can help you with whatever it is that's going on. Are we super happy or are we super pissed or, you know, where are we at? Love the Gemini. All right. Everybody feeling good? I know. I really am trying to get everyone moved over from Facebook. I tried to do it this summer, but there were still some people that were like, I don't want to open up a YouTube account. I get that. I understand. Like, it, you know, some people don't like to have like a YouTube, like their name on YouTube or whatever, but I mean, come on. I have like 4 YouTube accounts, and then my kids each have a YouTube account. Dr. Seuss has 2 YouTube accounts. We're a fun family. Yeah. All right. I hope you guys have a great week. I am so excited about the stuff that is coming up for November. Because I'm just really excited about the crystal that I picked out for November, and I know I haven't done the mid-month numerology thing yet, but it's coming, And I want to remind all of you that smoky quartz is the crystal of October. It's not a birthstone or anything. It's not like it's just one that I picked. Next October, it could be a different crystal. It really could. By the way, I don't know if you guys have checked out Down to Earth Metaphysics on the thing with the Instagram. Yeah. See, I was going to remember that. Check out Down to Earth Metaphysics on Instagram. Tiffany gives some really awesome descriptions of like crystals and what's happening, and it's just really good. So go check out Down to Earth Metaphysics. You won't regret it. You'll love it. It'll be great. Yes, I'm trying to stay positive during these ups and down energies. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. Y'all are so sweet. This was awesome tonight. I was like relatively on time getting everything kicked in. It was just really, I hope I can shut everything down. It's really weird with the update on my software. I'm like, I think they want me to spend like more money to make streaming easier, and I'm a Virgo sun, dude. I'm a little thrifty. I'm like, I can live with the pain in the ass stuff until February when it's time for me to renew. So I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. The mid-month numerology is coming out. Yeah, it should be this weekend. So I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And until we see each other again, get out there and make your magic. Thank you guys. Bye.